Hi everyone, I'm so glad you could join me on this introductory speaker skills webinar. And welcome. If you're wanting to become a confident and engaging speaker, you're in the right place. That's right. This is a unique online speaker training program which allows you to learn everything you need to know about being a successful, confident speaker in the privacy of your own home. My name is Ingrid Perry and I'm the founder of Speaker Skills. As you can see, I come from an extensive background of helping people deal with stress and anxiety, firstly as a psychiatric nurse and then as a naturopath, life coach and practitioner of NLP and hypnosis. I've been helping people with stress and anxiety as well as many other issues for over 21 years. Did you know that the fear of public speaking is the #1 fear globally? It consistently tops surveys and polls worldwide, coming in even higher than the fear of death, which usually comes in at #2. I estimate that about 1/4 of my coaching clients have asked for help with their fear of public speaking. So why speaker skills? Why have I spent time and effort on this? As a coach, I love helping my clients. I also love public speaking. You can overcome your aversion to public speaking the easy way or the hard way. I did it the hard way, and now I've found a way to make it easy for others to become confident, compelling speakers without the trauma and stress I had to undergo. I've spoken to groups of 400 or more people at various stages in my life, usually about natural therapy topics. I was a regular guest on Melbourne Talkback Radio 1377 until they turned into an easy listening radio station. I present workshops and trainings around Melbourne and have been interviewed by eHealth Radio Network, the Ambitious Entrepreneur Podcast, the Delicious Day Magazine, the Pakenham Gazette and Meltdown Wild Yam Cream. I've also worked around Melbourne as a spruiker and recently spoke at the Melbourne Showgrounds at the Healthy Living Expo. As a child, I attended drama classes and was always in school productions, usually in the lead role. In secondary school, I was captain of the debating team, and later on in my 30s, I've regularly performed in amateur theatre around Adelaide, being a member of 4 different groups, and I was in 3 or 4 productions every year. So, as you can see, I always put myself out there. However, after a traumatic marriage breakup, I lost all my confidence and became reluctant to speak to anyone. I became introverted and fearful. Fortunately for me, although I didn't realise it at the time, I started working in a pharmacy as a naturopath, and they were very much into running workshops for their customers, especially on natural therapy topics. The pharmacist himself was a homeopath. They started nagging me to run workshops. When are you doing a workshop? When are you doing a workshop? And I kept saying, I'm not. Eventually they got a bit tired of this, so they told me my workshop was on this day at this time. What's your topic? I was forced to step up and do a workshop, and I chose the topic of menopause. I hated doing this workshop and it stressed me out to the max. But I did it because I had no choice. Now you'd think they'd be happy with this, wouldn't you? But no, they were not. When's your next one? When's your next one? I kept being forced and pushed out of my comfort zone, and I suffered greatly in the process because I was still in a fairly fragile state of mind. After I'd done about 7 workshops, I realised I was enjoying myself again. My confidence had returned as a result of being poked, prodded, hounded, pushed and harassed. Since then, I've invested a considerable amount of time and money in training to be a professional speaker. And again, during this training, I was poked, prodded, hounded, pushed, harassed and even yelled at. So I definitely have learnt to be a speaker the hard, traumatic way. My mission now is to empower you to become a confident speaker. Easily, painlessly without all the stress and trauma I went through. When I was doing live speaker training, my business partner and I were doing trainings for women only. The reason for this is that many women have had abusive relationships with men, so if they're in a group of strangers and some of them are men, they'll be fearful and they won't participate. Other people feel so awkward and uncomfortable and threatened in large groups of strangers that they won't participate either. Once I realised I could help people overcome these issues easily and painlessly by creating webinars, I just had to do it. The only thing missing from a speaker skills training via webinar is the live experience. When you have built your self-esteem and overcome your fear, learnt the practical aspects of speaking in public, such as where to stand, when to move and what not to say, you're ready to do some live speaking. Speaker skills training is for you if you're immobilised and rigid with fear at the very thought of having to speak or present. If you'd rather stick a pen in your own eye than speak to an audience. Speaker skills training is for you if you feel confident but you lose your audience. Sometimes it's not fear at all. You may be very comfortable on stage or presenting a training, yet you continually lose the audience without knowing why. They stop engaging with you almost immediately and you feel as though you're talking to the walls. Speaker skills training is for you if you continually avoid applying for promotions and you never look for better positions because you know there will be some element of speaking involved, or you suspect there may be speaking involved. This keeps you stuck and unfulfilled in your job. Speaker skills training is for you if that glass ceiling keeps you stuck at a certain level in your job and you don't know how to break through. Being able to speak confidently and calmly could be the only thing you need to add to your skill set to help you smash through that glass ceiling and get the job of your dreams. Speaker skills training is for you if you find it difficult to speak to people you don't know, if you struggle to network and feel socially awkward, and if you never know what to say to people or how to connect with them. Speaker skills training is for you if you would love to build up your self-confidence even more so you can enjoy life, get out and have fun, all the while feeling calm and confident. Let's have a look at the elements of a successful, engaging speaker. A successful, engaging speaker is confident. They project calm confidence to the audience. They own the stage and they're grounded and switched on. A successful, engaging speaker has great rapport. They're fully engaging and the audience is eating out of the palm of their hands from start to finish. They're connected to every person in the room. A successful, engaging speaker is authentic. They speak from the heart and they're real, not fake. An audience knows when you're not genuine, when you're pretending to be someone else, and they switch off. A successful, engaging speaker delivers a clear message. You can plainly understand the point of the message they bring. The presentation is logical and easy to follow. A successful, engaging speaker has an appropriate appearance. What do I mean by that? A successful speaker dresses according to their message and the industry they're in. So if you're a builder, you don't wear a three-piece suit, and if you're an accountant, you don't wear shorts and a beanie. And a successful, engaging speaker has feedback for breakfast. Great speakers embrace feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Positive feedback is wonderful for the ego and it gives you encouragement, but negative feedback can help you craft your presentation to a whole new level. When you know how to use negative feedback to improve on your speaker skills, your presentations will become amazingly powerful. This is a picture of an iceberg. Yes, really it is. Isn't it stunning? When you look at this picture, do you notice that only a very small part of the iceberg is above the waterline? That's the part we see. Notice also that by far the largest part of the iceberg is deep below the sea, and we're unaware of it unless we were to go very deep into the ocean. Your mind is very much like an iceberg too. If you look at the beautiful diagram here, crafted by my own fair hand at great expense, you can see your conscious mind is the bit at the top, the part you're aware of. And the vast majority of your mind is your unconscious. It's hidden, just like the bottom part of the iceberg. And most of us have no idea what's going on in there. In between your conscious and your unconscious mind, there's this thing called the critical faculty. The purpose of the critical faculty is to sort through the billions of bits of information we get bombarded with every second of the day, to find the bits that it thinks are relevant to us. We need the critical faculty because if we focused on all of the information, we'd go mad. It's too much for our brains to process. So how does your critical faculty decide which bits of information to choose? It checks the murky depths of your unconscious mind, your values, your beliefs, your experience, and anything else that's lurking there. Then it looks for information to support those values and beliefs. The critical faculty doesn't care whether these values and beliefs are positive or negative. It just matches them up with incoming information. And it's a fact that we will always find evidence to support whatever we believe. If you believe life is tough and hard, you'll find evidence to support that. If you believe life is good and the world is a happy place, you'll find evidence to support that. Think of a time you woke up grumpy and proceeded to have a really grumpy day. Poor service in the shops, all the good car parks were taken, red lights everywhere, stubbed your toe 3 times, and so it went on. You had a belief in a grumpy day, and your critical faculty found you evidence to support a grumpy day. Think of another time you woke up happy. Everyone smiled at you. You found the best car spot ever. All the traffic lights were green. Your clothes looked great. Your hair was fabulous. Everyone was kind and considerate. You set out with a belief in happy, and your critical faculty supplied happy. That's how it works. We find evidence to support our current state of mind and our current set of values and beliefs. When the beliefs in our unconscious mind are negative, usually we're unable to work on them or change them without some help. They are the default setting, and we are often not even aware that they're present. Consider the situation of someone trying to give up smoking. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you know. They make the decision to quit, throw away all their smoking paraphernalia, their cigarettes, tobacco, cigarette papers, ashtrays, matches, lighters, and decide to get healthy. Everything goes well until their willpower fails. Willpower always fails at some point because we're human and we can't run our lives on willpower alone. The minute willpower fails, whatever is sitting in the unconscious, and in the case of our smoker it might be, you don't deserve to be healthy, you're weak, you're pathetic, you'll always be a smoker, blah blah blah, whatever it is will kick in again because it's the default setting. The key to being successful in any endeavour is to have alignment between your conscious and your unconscious minds rather than conflict. So the smoker decides to get healthy and quit, and in the unconscious mind are beliefs to support this decision. I deserve to be healthy. I am a non-smoker. I can do whatever I set my mind to. Then we have success. Think about a negative belief you have about yourself, about your ability as a speaker. What needs to happen is for us to change those limiting beliefs and negative emotions to positive, life-affirming beliefs and empowering emotions so that they become your default setting. Then you can be and do whatever you have dreamed of without limitations. So let's have a look at some of the beliefs that may be lurking in your unconscious. And for the purpose of this exercise, we'll stick to your beliefs about yourself as a speaker. Here are some unhelpful beliefs about speaking. I want you to spend a few moments now writing down your own fears about speaking. They may be similar to these on the screen or quite different. Now I want you to think of some positive and helpful beliefs you would like to have about speaking. And again, they might be similar to those on the screen, or you may have your own. Go to your worksheets now and write down your own positive beliefs. And now I want you to go back to your list of negative beliefs about speaking, and I want you to pick the worst one. And think about that powerful negative belief now. Close your eyes. And as you think about that powerful negative belief, get a picture in your mind. Is it black and white or colour? Near or far? Bright or dim? Focused or unfocused? Framed or panoramic? Are you in it? Or just looking at it? Whereabouts is it located on the screen of your mind? What size is it? Are there any sounds associated with that picture? If so, where are they coming from? Are there any feelings associated with it? And if so, where are they located in your body? Do you say anything to yourself when you see that picture? And open your eyes. Now, I want you to think of a belief you used to have that is no longer true. For example, I'm a 7-year-old child. You once believed that, didn't you? And I'm going to make an assumption here that you no longer believe that you're a 7-year-old child. So thinking about that belief you used to have that is no longer true, that you're a 7-year-old child, close your eyes now and think about that belief and get a picture in your mind. Notice if it's black and white or colour, near or far, bright or dim, focused or unfocused, framed or panoramic. Are you in the picture or are you just looking at it? And whereabouts is it located on the screen of your mind? What size is it? Are there any sounds associated with the picture? And if so, where are they coming from? Are there any feelings associated with it? And if so, where are they located in your body? Do you say anything to yourself when you see that picture? And keep that picture in your mind now, and I want you to bring back also to the screen of your mind the picture of that negative belief. And I want you to place the picture of the negative belief directly on top of the picture of the belief that you used to have that is no longer true. Put it in exactly the same place on the screen of your mind. Make it the same size. Make it identical. And notice that you now have 2 identical pictures of a belief you used to have that is no longer true. And now that you have those 2 pictures, we're going to lock them into place with an electric drill. Zip, 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 and open your eyes. Now, I want you to go think of a belief you have that is absolutely true. For example, the sun will rise tomorrow, or it's good to breathe. Choose one of those and think about that belief that you have that is absolutely true. Close your eyes now and thinking about that belief that is absolutely true, Get a picture in your mind. Notice if it's black and white or colour. Near or far. Bright or dim. Focused or unfocused. Framed or panoramic. Are you in the picture or are you just looking at it? And whereabouts is it located on the screen of your mind? What size is it? Are there any sounds associated with that picture? And if so, where are they coming from? Are there any feelings associated with it? And if so, where are they located in your body? Do you say anything to yourself when you see that picture? And open your eyes. Now, I want you to go to your list of positive beliefs and pick the most powerfully positive belief there. Think about that belief now and close your eyes. And thinking about that powerful positive belief, get a picture in your mind. Is it black and white or colour? Near or far? Bright or dim? Focused or unfocused? Framed or panoramic? Are you in the picture or are you just looking at it? What size is it? Are there any sounds associated with this picture? And if so, where are they coming from? Are there any feelings associated with it? And if so, where are they located in your body? Do you say anything to yourself when you look at this picture? And keeping your eyes closed now and keeping this picture in your mind, I want you to bring back to the screen of your mind as well the picture of the belief you have that is absolutely true, that the sun will rise tomorrow or it's good to breathe. And I want you to place the picture of your new belief directly on top of the picture of the belief you have that is absolutely true, that the sun will rise tomorrow or it's good to breathe. Place the picture of your new belief directly on top of that picture. Put it in exactly the same place on the screen of your mind. Make it the same size. Make it identical. And notice that you now have two identical pictures of the belief that is absolutely true. And now we're going to lock them into place with an electric drill. Zip, 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 zip. And open your eyes. So now let's have a look at the rest of the webinar series. I've created 7 webinars which will give you a wide range of speaker skills and allow you to move forward to an empowered life. The 7 webinars come with worksheets, and at the end of the series they become a workbook, so you have all the information at your fingertips whenever you need it. Each webinar is recorded so you can access it at any time. In webinar 1, the authentic self-confident you, defining your speaking goals. Why do you want to be a better speaker? Is it to climb the corporate ladder, apply for a new job or promote your own business? Do you want to improve relationships and confidence in general? Understanding your unique strengths. What is it you're good at, experienced in or passionate about? What is it that lights you up? We'll hone in on this so you become very clear on your message. Developing your signature talk. Practical information on how to develop your own unique signature talk. The one that allows you to share your message in your own authentic way. And creating your brand voice. What is your brand going to be and how will you promote that in your presentations? Webinar 2. Calm your mind and your nerves. Practical hints and tips to help you calm those nerves and show up as confident and in control. maintaining an optimised state of mind to inspire and captivate, and keeping that optimised state of mind, and helping your audience be with you, present, hanging on every word. Setting your confident, calm and compelling anchor. Learn about anchors, how they work and how to set them for yourself so you feel calm and in control at all times. And the negative emotion obliterator. You just eliminated a limiting belief. In week 2 of the webinar series, you'll get the opportunity to eliminate a negative emotion that's been holding you back from being the best person and best speaker you can be. This is an NLP process that is very powerful. Be prepared for positive change. Webinar 3, Non-Verbal Communication Skills. How do we learn and why does it matter? Discover the different ways we learn and process information and why this is important to a speaker. Learn to use powerful non-verbal skills to read and engage your audience. How to lead and pace your audience so they're eating out of your hand. We've all been to seminars and trainings where there are 1 or 2 participants who try to disrupt and control the day. They're very annoying and they only happen because the person on the stage doesn't have the skills to lead and pace. You will have those skills and the ability to control the presentation. And the importance of rapport and how to create great rapport with absolutely everyone, even people who don't like you. It's been said that anything is possible in the presence of good rapport. Webinar 4. Influential communication patterns. Words to eliminate from your vocabulary. When we're nervous, we often use certain words repeatedly, particularly when presenting or speaking to an audience. This can be really off-putting to your audience and cause them to disengage with you. Find out the most commonly used words to eliminate from your vocabulary. Discover what to do and what not to do in order to keep the audience on side and wanting more. Advanced techniques to communicate effectively with all learning styles. Learn how to structure your talk to maximise audience engagement at all times. And develop influential communication patterns that will connect with even the toughest audience. Find out how to communicate effectively and powerfully, even with an unwilling or tough audience. In the corporate environment, often the audience is there because they have to be, and many of them could probably come up with a million reasons they shouldn't be there. When you utilise what you'll learn in this webinar, your whole audience will love your presentation and be happy to be there. Webinar 5. Engage with and manage your audience. Creating classroom cohesion. How to bond the audience and eliminate potential subgroups forming, which may distract from your message. How to fully engage with everyone in the audience. The importance of eye contact and how to make eye contact in a non-threatening way with the whole audience, no matter how large. And how to read the audience. When you know how to read your audience, you can control them. It's important for the effective sharing of your message that you are the one controlling the presentation. And dealing with critics and criticism. When you're a speaker, you open yourself up to being criticised. Learn to use this to your advantage and craft an even more compelling presentation from the negative criticism. Webinar 6. Create an ideal training space. Creating an inspiring and nurturing environment where everyone feels safe and able to participate. The key elements of your presentation. What is a stage anchor? When and why do you use them? And this is a different type of anchor from the one we learn about in Webinar 2. How to create a well-structured and balanced presentation. And refining your signature talk and your unique message. And really honing it. Webinar 7. Review, revise and problem solve. A look back at what we've covered so far and you'll be amazed at what you've learnt. Is there any element of speaking you feel hasn't been covered? You can contact me via email or Skype and discuss this, and I can help you and answer any questions. Is there anything else you would like to know? And templates to plan your entire speech. My gift to you, templates to help you craft your own signature presentation. These templates can be used with any presentation regardless of the topic. All you do is change the content. The structure stays the same. You may be wondering what happens now. How can you take it to the next level? Would you like to know more about that? When you register for each webinar, you'll receive a worksheet. At the end of the series, you'll have a workbook with all the information you need, and you can refer to this at any time. Webinars are recorded and you'll be able to access them whenever you like. I know you're wondering how much your investment in yourself will be, so let's have a look at that now. If I were to add 2 zeros to that amount, it would still not cover what I've spent on speaker training. That's what makes this such a great deal. And I know that most speaker training, you're going to be paying multiple thousands of dollars, and you have to travel, and sometimes you need accommodation. So that just makes this an even better deal. I love people who take action to empower themselves, and that's why I'm offering those of you who take action now some very special bonuses with these speaker skills trainings. These bonuses will only be available for a short time. You have the Speaker Skills 7 webinar series, and your investment in yourself is $597. Would you like 3 one-on-one Skype coaching sessions to hone your speaker skills even more? Would you like unlimited email access to me for 6 months? But wait, there's more. 3 one-on-one Skype coaching sessions to hone your speaker skills even more, valued at $450. Unlimited email access to me for 6 months, value priceless. What about weekly coaching tips for the duration of the webinar series, usually only available to my private clients who have purchased a coaching package, value $200. Would you like me to throw them in for free? Done. That's $1,147 of value for only $597. Three one-on-one Skype coaching sessions, value $450. Unlimited email access to me for 6 months, value priceless. Weekly coaching tips for the duration of the webinar series, value $200. Fun, value priceless. That's $1,147 of value for only $597. To claim your place on the Speaker Skills webinar series and get your extra gifts of 3 coaching sessions on Skype, valued at $450, email access to me for 6 months, priceless, and weekly coaching tips valued at $200 and fun, go to www.speakerskills.com.au. But to get your special pricing and your bonuses, you do need to act now. To receive your Speaker Skills webinar series, your savings and your bonuses, go to www.speakerskills.com.au. And remember to download your free report on 5 crippling anxieties that prevent people speaking on stage and how to overcome them. Once again, thank you for attending this webinar. I know you've got lots of value from this webinar today, and I look forward to seeing you on the webinar series. This is Ingrid Perry, Speaker Skills Coach, saying bye for now.